Bangladesh. Bangladesh under Tarique Rahman is signaling a calibrated reset with India. So the newly appointed Minister for Youth and Sports in Bangladesh, Aminul Haq, he's indicated a desire to rebuild cricketing ties with the BCCI after relations were strained during the World Cup T20 and that fallout of the IPL. So he's confirmed a meeting with India's Deputy High Commissioner immediately after taking oath. They've described the interaction as friendly, focused on resolving all issues through dialogue. Now, Aminul Islam said, necessary steps are being taken and would be taken in line with ICC rules. He's emphasized maintaining good relations with neighboring countries, and this comes following the exit of the interim regime led by Muhammad Yunus, the Nobel laureate, and after the swearing in of the new government in Dhaka. At the same time, Bangladesh Prime Minister Tarique Rahman, in his national address, stressed on equal rights for all citizens. Remember, India for a very long time has been talking about equal rights of all citizens, including all minorities, including Hindus. Reconciliation is something that Bangladesh is now talking about within the country. They've had a contentious election. They've prioritized, now they're saying they will prioritize law and order. Anti-corruption is their main effort. So a broader push to stabilize governance in Bangladesh and perhaps recalibrate ties, both domestically and in the region. I quickly want to bring in India Today's Indrajit Kundu for more on this. Indrajit, under Nobel laureate Muhammad Yunus, the relations with India were very strained. Now with Tarique Rahman Saab at the helm of affairs, do you notice a subtle shift? Is the relationship, is an effort being made to bring the relationship back on an even keel?
Well, absolutely, Gaurav. It's not even subtle. It's pretty explicit, if you ask me, because I was there in Dhaka just about 72 hours back, and I've spoken to numerous leadership, senior leaders in the BNP, even before the government was formed, and they were very, very keen in resetting ties with India. In fact, I also spoke to officials in the Indian High Commission there, and they were very categorical. They said that they would only want to safeguard Indian interests. And as far as relationship with Bangladesh is concerned, it's a sovereign nation. India doesn't want to mingle in the affairs of Bangladesh. It has certain concerns, and it would raise those concerns with the new leadership. This is now an elected government. The mandate of Muhammad Yunus was very limited. He was not elected. It was an interim selected, person for the interim administration, and his mandate was limited, and therefore the Indian government's engagement, if you see, Gaurav, was also limited. But as soon as Tarique Rahman made his way back to Bangladesh, we saw Foreign Minister going to Bangladesh, meeting Tarique Rahman even before the elections, and now with Om Birla going in, Foreign Secretary going, and Foreign Secretary, they have also reached out to the BNP. So these are all, absolutely, so these are all positive signs. And also one positive thing is there was a lot of demand from people in Bangladesh that India begin giving tourist visas to Bangladeshis. Now that seems to be also easing out, given what we've seen with our high commissions and assistant high commission in Chittagong, the kind of attacks.
Tell me more about the sporting ties. Do we see resumption of cricket, for example? That's always seen as something that builds ties between neighbors. The conversation with Aminul Haq, the sports minister, his conversation with the deputy high commissioner. So are they resolving all these issues?
Well, there's no reason for Bangladesh to not begin sporting ties with India, because remember Asif Nazrul, who was a sports advisor, he almost took a very hawkish stance with a look towards the internal politics, even though those advisors did not contest in this election, so they did not have the mandate. So it was baffling as to why suddenly the sports advisor then, just a week back, had taken such a hawkish stance. The new government, as you said, Aminul Islam, he has been elected. He is now the sports minister, and he's suggesting that there should be resumption of ties with India. So clearly they have the mandate of the people, and they want to build, rebuild and reset, the strenuous relationship that India has seen with Bangladesh over the past 1.5 years.